What is up, guys? It's your boy Fix It Daniel, and today we got something interesting. Bike's gone. Why is the bike gone? Well, we're gonna find out why. So let us get into it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys have not seen my stuff, please go down, like, and subscribe. But today is a very interesting day. Why? Our bike is gone. We sold our SYM 250 yesterday, and now today we are going to be picking up the brand new bike that we're bringing to the channel. This is a bike that I have been wanting for a long time, and I'm super stoked. Right now, we're about to get in the car, drive 2 hours to go pick this bike up. So, without further ado, let us go and get to where the bike is. All right, guys, so we are back. I didn't want to film the trip because one, it was 2 hours and 46 minutes. So that would have been just a long, daunting, you just see me ride the bike for 2 hours. And two, I never ridden a bike that far before. So, and it's been a while since I've ridden anything this big. But I did really good, made it back. Had a little issue with it, but it was just because it had bad gas in it. It only had like a couple of fuel bars. So I filled it up, drove it. When I got kind of closer to home, it started acting funny. But then by the time I got to the gas station and filled up with some new fresh fuel, it ran perfectly fine. So I think it was just bad gas. I don't know how long he had it not rode in it. But I know it's been a long time. So not that long, but long enough for the fuel to kind of be bad. So I poured some fuel additive in it, but it still didn't help. But once we finally got closer to home, we filled it with 93, got it back on the highway, and it was running perfectly fine. So we are good to go. Before I reveal the bike, I just want to say thank you guys for all the love and support. I really am sorry for the guys who were into the SYM. I was into the SYM, but it just wasn't getting me where I would want it to be. And I'm a big guy. It was kind of even though it was a nice big size bike, it wasn't big enough. And I wanted to be able to take this thing on long road trips, or just road trips would not have to worry about speed. I could not find the right gear up, and I don't think I ever would have. And I didn't want to keep beating my head and researching like crazy to find nothing. So I decided to go ahead and post it. The bike was running fine. Everything was looking great. It was going 72 with me on it. It may go fast with someone lighter. So I decided to go ahead and post it on Facebook Marketplace. Decided to get rid of it. Got rid of it pretty fast, and I got what I wanted. Because this is honestly the ultimate bike that I've always wanted. I've always somewhat dreamed of. The predecessor version of this is what I really wanted long time ago. But then as I'm a little older now, a little more wiser with my riding, I wanted something a little more comfortable, but with the same kind of power and comfortability and sportiness and good looking. So I had three options. So my three options were: number one, ZXR 14, number two, a Corsa 14, and a FJ 1300. So those were my three bikes that I really wanted to get. Either one of them would have been fine. But then I realized the ZXR 14 is not only a great bike, but it definitely is more of a sportster kind of bike. And I've kind of gotten out of that realm, and I don't really need 200 horsepower of power. So that one kind of sort of dwindled. Even though it's a great bike, I love ZXR 14s. That's my favorite bike. I would take that over a Hayabusa. So that was one of my dream bikes when I had my Gixxer for the longest time. Then I tried looking at the FJ. The FJ was pretty nice. It was a good bike. It was not too bad, comfortable, a little big, but not that bad. I could handle that. Only reason why I didn't get that one was because it was older, and the issue with dealing with the dealership wasn't exactly the way that I wanted it to. It kind of threw me off, rubbing the wrong way a little bit. So I got my dream in between of a touring bike and a sport bike, and it is awesome. I love it, and I made the awesomest choice in the world. So without further ado, let me introduce you to my Kawasaki Corsa 1400. Here she is, the beautiful Corsa 1400 by Kawasaki. This thing is loaded. It's got the 2 factory bags with an exterior bag on top. Man, this bike is awesome. It is super, super awesome. It's got a nice little cubby space right in here. It's even got the button for the heated grips. It's got a plug-in. I had actually had my phone mounted up here, which actually worked. So I actually don't need to I was gonna get a mount here, but I was worried about being in the way of this because this is actually a like a remote key. So it's like a key fob. So there's no actual key. There's a key, but it's actually like key fob itself. And man, this thing is beautiful. I don't know if it'll come on without the key. Yeah, it won't come on without the key. But man, oh man, this thing is awesome. It's got bags here. It's got an aftermarket box up here. This thing is stunning. It's big. Not as big as a Gull Wing, but it's a little bit right there. And this thing is fast. I really, really am super happy that I got this. And this is what is going to be showing on the channel from time to time. This is a bike I've always wanted. The ZXR 14 was my #1 choice. But then when I thought about it, I wanted something I can cruise. And 2.5 hours on this thing was not bad. There's a couple of creature comforts I may need to get. One, I didn't have the right shoes. That was one. And two, this seat is very uncomfortable for 2 hours of riding. Like right here on my inner thigh was killing me, giving me cramps. I may get like a gel seat or a gel seat like foam thing to go over it, like lay over it, or replace the whole thing with a gel seat. Don't really know for sure. Don't plan on doing too much to it. Maybe clean it up. It is mint. It has got new tires, new brakes. It's got everything, and it does need to get the headlights a little bit clean. But other than that, guys, this bike is awesome. It's even got the automatic windscreen that comes up and down. Oh, this thing is just, I'm just super stoked. I am just super stoked. It's got the drive shaft. It is cool. We'll do a better review on it. I just got back. I'm super, super tired. But this is the Corsa 14 by Kawasaki. So yeah, guys, that is the bike. It is super awesome. I've done my due diligence. I've watched tons and tons and tons of videos on this particular bike, looking at the pros, the cons, what people reviewed to them, and everybody said it was an awesome, reliable bike. And that's what I wanted. I wanted a nice, awesome, reliable bike that would be low maintenance, but great for traveling and going on long road trips. Probably won't do a 2-hour road trip. That was a little rough. But maybe hour road trips, like maybe North Carolina, Richmond, Williamsburg, maybe a little bit further, stuff like that. But probably not a 2-hour ride. That was pretty rough, and going through the mountains. But I think it was just a little rough because I was nervous, and riding through the mountains, that's the farthest I've ever ridden a bike before. So it was a little daunting, and it's been a while since I've ridden something this big, with this much power and shifting. So it just took me a little bit, but it's like a bike. Once you ride a bike, you never forget. It just took a little bit of getting used to, and I had 2 hours and 46 minutes to get used to riding this bike. And by the time I got back, I was good. So that is awesome. So guys, looking forward to seeing more of this on the channel. I will do more of a review. I will do an outside review. It's late, it's dark. Maybe the next video I will do a review of it. You get a better walk around look of it, better view of it. We'll clean it up a little bit for you guys so that way you can see it and everything, and then we'll take it for a ride and show you all the cool things that this bike can do. I am super happy with this. Guys, thank you so much for watching my videos. I greatly appreciate it. If you guys would give this a thumbs up, if you guys like this bike. This is a pretty popular bike. I think people have liked it for a while. It's one of the silent kind of bikes, but it's gotten way more reviews of people liking it. But it's something that's just something you just don't see that much. And it is a awesome bike. But guys, thank you so much for watching. In the next episode, we will be doing a better review of this and better look at it overall and everything. And we'll talk a little bit more about it, and we'll get into it. But guys, thank you so much for watching. I greatly appreciate all the love and support. And if you guys like this, please give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you think of the bike. Like I said, I apologize to the people who have who like the 250 and I end up getting rid of it in the middle. I just didn't see it going anywhere anymore. I've hit all of the limits that the bike has to offer, so I just thought it was time to get something that I really wanted to enjoy, and it will stay in the channel for a long time. But guys, thank you so much for watching. You guys have a good and blessed day, and I'll see you in the next fix. Until then, peace.